Easy back with another video, and today we're talking about the players that the Commanders should trade for before the trade deadline. Now, I know a lot of people are gonna be like, we shouldn't trade for. Look, I legit promise you, we should absolutely have a little phone call, like a lot of phone conversations with a lot of teams to get some players or possibly get some picks to build for the future. You know what I mean? So, with that being said, let's go. On the first on the agenda is from the team that we absolutely just steamrolled. I say we should either try to trade for Jaycee Horn or Diontae Johnson. In my mind, I know Jaycee Horn has a lot of fucking injury issues. That is something I cannot ignore. But outside of that, he's a good corner. Low-key is a lockdown corner. Say what you want to say because he plays on Carolina, but like he can lock shit down on one side. And let alone outside of Noah Igbinoghene. God damn, that's a hard word, name to say. He's actually probably been playing the best, and then it's probably Juice. But like outside of that shit, Mikey Singer still. My bad. But like nothing on our depth chart just screams like, wow, like our secondary just lockdown. It doesn't. Like, I'm gonna be completely honest, it fucking doesn't. The one thing that will shut all this shit down is having a lockdown corner on one side. And Jaycee Horn, let alone, I'm pretty sure it's just probably the curse of, Panthers over there. If you bring him over here, I think he would actually do pretty damn well. Like, I know a lot of niggas gonna be like, nah, I don't know. I think he will get the job done. Like, I don't think anybody's just gonna sit there and say, I know I wouldn't take Jaycee Horn. Now, the cost would probably be like a second, but depending how you finagle the shit, because a lot of players, compensation has gone down. If you can get Davante Adams for a fourth, or you can get, Amari Cooper for a 6 and 7, whatever good shit, I think you can honestly finagle the Panthers because they're gonna need draft capital one way or another. I know Jaycee Horn is a good player, but you can honestly kind of finagle them from that shit, especially Diontae Johnson. Now, he will compliment us pretty damn well, but we don't need a wide receiver. We do need an absolute, wide receiver too, and he will compliment Scary Terry pretty damn well. Like, the separation that Diontae Johnson can create is pretty fucking elite. I'm not gonna lie to you. He's got good separation on a lot of people, and he can get open pretty damn easy. And I'm not saying we're gonna give away like everybody else to get him, but like, it wouldn't be hard to get him from Carolina. Because I know he probably doesn't want to stay there and just pretty much let his career die there. And on top of that, right? Either one of those trades, you can sign either one of them semi-long term, extend them for 2 years, 3 years, not gonna break the bank at all. And it'll be a healthy investment because, like, at the end of the day, if you grab Diontae Johnson and pair him up with Scary Terry, Luka McCaffrey, and possibly, Dyami Brown and Olamide Zaccheaus, you do not have to keep like Dyami or Olamide if that shit works out. If it doesn't work out, hey, no harm, no foul. And all we gonna do is spend maybe a fourth, maybe a later draft round pick, because they got him for a 6. And I don't see why the fuck we wanted to spend like a 6 knowing how this shit would go down. So that's just how I see it. I do see like we can probably snag Diontae Johnson at the trade deadline, or rather fact, one of them can come to us. But more likely it's probably be Diontae Johnson because they probably wouldn't give up Jaycee Horn for anything probably less than like a second or third. And I don't see us doing that shit. Next on the agenda is players from the Browns. I'm not gonna lie to you, outside of, Deshaun Watson going down, they might as well fire sell this shit at this point. And I've been saying this like with the Broncos, like they were trying to fire sell. Nah, I think Cleveland legitimately might, fire sell this mother. So if anything, hit him up about Greg Newsome. He's a solid corner out there. It can definitely improve our corner room. Say what y'all want to say. He will absolutely improve our corner room. I say hit him up about Denzel Ward, even though Denzel Ward has probably a lot more, concussions, way more concussions than fucking Tua out there. I think it's like 7. But either one of those would absolutely elevate the secondary completely, especially Denzel Ward. I would absolutely grab him, but it would cost a little more draft capital to grab Denzel Ward than it would Greg Newsome. And that's his fair point. But Greg Newsome is something like I know he was already looking for a new contract and all that good shit, and possibly a new home. Bring him in. And I say all these corners just because there was talking, little rumors out there that, the Chargers want to trade for Emmanuel Forbes and all that good shit. And if that happens, hey, so be it. I mean, granted, they honestly we're not going to sugarcoat it. They don't see a lot of Emmanuel Forbes. Like, they make every excuses in the books just to say why they're not playing him, or it's a certain scheme we want to run and all the good shit. Nah, they simply just don't believe in him like that. It is what it is. And he does make a lot of business decisions when it comes to tackling, and I don't know, maybe they keep him, maybe they don't, but with him, it's kind of just like, here, I mean, take it if you want to. But the last person with the Browns that I think we should, acquire about is Za'Darius Smith. Like, he's a great defensive end, a good rotational piece at defensive end because, outside of Dorrance Armstrong, who's hurt, Dante Fowler, it's all right. And then, Clinton Farrell and John Baptiste and Jamie Davis, you see nothing like screams off the pages like, oh, wow, they don't really need that. Yeah, we do need that dynamic defensive end. And I'm not saying Za'Darius Smith is a dynamic guy, but his proven track record, his stats, it proves across all the teams he's been with the Ravens, with Green Bay, with Minnesota, he's produced it everywhere he's been, and even with the Browns. So I'm just saying, he was on track. Right now, he's on track to have like 10 sacks this season. So I would hit them up. I would be like, hey, one of these mugs got to be available, right? Because everybody you fired said, you just basically gave Amari Cooper to the Bills for a bag of chips and some peanuts. What's up? Like, the rest of everybody else should be pretty much GG's and like who's up for sale like right now. Because I know y'all need a draft capital after what, you traded for, Massage Boy over there. But hey, it is what it is. I say hit him up for that shit. Now, so some never gonna happen. I hope everybody knows we're never gonna get Max Crosby. I do want everybody to stop. That's not going to happen. Max Crosby coming here is probably one of the things that I know everybody, including myself, would love to see. But will it happen? No. It's not going to happen. I hope you know that. If anything, they're probably going to trade him to somebody that absolutely needs him and probably another contender. But knowing how, Adam Peters is moving, he wants to build in the draft and supplement through free agency or trades or whatever, I don't think it's gonna happen. Like, if it happens, hey, by all means, you that nigga. But, like, I don't think it's gonna happen. Like, even with the whole Devontae Adams shit, like, I didn't think he was gonna come to DC. When he talks shit about the fans, and everybody's already, on his ass about that shit, blah, blah, blah. Don't really care. But, like, that shit is not gonna happen. Like, he costs draft capital. And what Adam Peters has literally been saying since day one, he wants to build through the draft. So him bringing in Max Crosby, I don't see it. I truthfully don't see it. Like, the other, not gonna happen, but possibly gonna happen, is Myles Garrett. The guy that didn't put, like, 0 stats on us. I had to throw that little dig in there. But, like, I don't see that shit happening either. Like, legitimately, like, I don't see that happen. I don't see someone like us, like, risking it all, put it all, unless we're like we're putting it all in to win this season. But I don't see it happening. I truthfully don't see it happening. I don't see us going after him. I don't see us going after T. Higgins unless it's free agency, which is next year. Then that's what I see us pursuing. But, like, Myles Garrett, Max Crosby, T. Higgins, we're not trading for them. Like, I just wanted to put that shit out there. We're not going to trade for them. It would be lovely to, but, like, it would be so fucking dumb to give up something like that, knowing that we can absolutely get one of them possibly through free agency, depending how this season goes, afterwards. But, like, yeah, those never gonna happen. Yeah, it's not happening, dog. Like, Myles Garrett, maybe. But other than that, nah, I don't see that shit happening at all. Now, are there other corners out there that will possibly consider coming to us or we us possibly trading for? Yeah, obviously. But, like, you gotta think about it the long game. Like, draft capital is always a play in here. Adam Peters has made it clear as day that he only wants to do that shit the right way. So, who knows? I just say they should absolutely pursue either Za'Darius Smith, J.C. Horn, or Deontay Johnson, because at that point, you can at least elevate us a little bit if you still want to be contenders and actually prove a point and get in there and make a playoff push. But if not, hey, let it be. Let just rock what we got. You feel me? But if you think we're gonna probably trade for somebody, or at least comment down a trade player that we should trade for, put it down in the comments below. I want to see and hear your thoughts on the matter. But make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share to everybody. You know, it's your boy Easy. Till next time, y'all.